Team IBB. It's your boys IBB Gary.
IBB James.
And we are here with a long awaited hashtag IBB Fortunate. And we got a special guest right here. The one, the only, Bruce Lee. That's right.
Be like water, my friends.
Become water, our friends. Yes.
Just be water. All right, drink water. It's hot out there. It's supposed to be really hot this week.
It's supposed to be incredibly hot this
so
week.
we're bringing the heat.
We are bringing the heat.
In this fortune cookie.
That's right. You know what? We have to apologize because we have waited such a long time to do another hashtag IBB Fortunate by request. Folks have actually been upset that we haven't posted one in a really long time. So it is really cool. Thank you to all of you watching this and for all of you who've been along for the ride. Fun little factoid, little tidbit. This shirt is the first IBB video shirt ever.
Yeah. It's my lucky shirt, so it's good.
Awesome. So that means that this fortune cookie is going to bring us some fortune, good fortune, and some luck. Isn't that right, Bruce? Thank you. And shout out.
Yes, of course.
Shout out to this awesome clock right here.
Yeah,
so check it out.
My Team IBB looking over the city clock. Ready? Here we go.
So tell the possible new viewers what IBB Fortune is all about.
The purpose of this is to, whatever comes out of this cookie, we apply it to our lives, our business, our, hopefully some leadership tips for you. But the one key, the one secret ingredient, you got to eat it
before you read it.
That's really good. What the fuck is that?
Some Super K.
Super K fortune cookie. All right. Cool.
What we got?
I'm not sure what it says. Only by acceptance of the past can you alter it.
Oh. Okay.
Bring it home, big man.
One more time. Only by acceptance of the past can you alter it. This speaks to me in mountains, actually. So, some of you may have known that in a past life, I used to moonlight on the weekends as a professional wrestler, and it was something that I didn't really want to talk about. I mean, I would have a professional life, and it was something that I thought that other people would not accept me for. But it took me like a long time to just make it allowed to be part of all of my life. It's a part of me, and I didn't want to talk about it. But the more people got to know me, it would just come out in conversations. And the more that it came out in conversations, the better responses I was getting from folks. Like, they were intrigued. Yeah. They wanted to know more. They were like asking me tons of questions, like, how the heck did you even get into that? Why did you start? Why did you do that for a decade of your life? And, I loved it. And if I love something, why am I not sharing it? I'm out there sharing it. When I was out there, I was sharing it with, we'll say 10 to thousands of people. But, I had a gift, and I shared it with everyone at the time. And I don't know why I was so afraid to share it with everybody else. Yeah. But I finally accepted it, and I'm open, and I'm ready to talk about it. I love sharing my story. And now I've altered the way that I feel about it.
Yeah, you don't hide it anymore.
Yeah. I'm not ashamed or embarrassed by it because it's different. That's okay. Yeah. We all have our weird quirks and do different things all the time, So the second
at least we have our weird quirks.
Yeah, that's fine.
But I think you hit the nail on the head when you said if you love something, why aren't you sharing it? Mm-hmm. Obviously, there is good things that you love that you should share, and if you're into some crazy stuff that you probably shouldn't be sharing, don't share it. But if it's genuine, if it's real, if it's authentic, and we talk about the success box, and that's kind of for both of us is we felt like, hey, I can't talk about who I really am, right? Because that's not
outside of it.
It's not professional, and the definition of professional, is determined by who you're sitting across from.
Right.
But like I said, there is power in being a human being versus being a robot. So saith Bruce Lee. So,
but
yeah,
who,
I think
who you are is
important.
always gonna win over what you do. So
And to that, I like to play the game. It started as the No Anger game on June 25th. But what I realized is what, like you have those feelings that pop up, and that was like it felt like anger. I'm like no anger, and then I started like really kind of paying more attention to what I was feeling. So and I realized I was angry at myself, like 90% of the time. I was just like, oh, I was gonna do this at 8, but I did it at 8:03. Like I'm an idiot. I'm 3 minutes
Just
late.
being really
You know what I'm
hard
saying?
on
Like just like we're always beating ourselves up.
Yeah.
Like we're our own worst enemies a lot
Correct.
of the time. But also too, digging deeper, I realized that I was feeling a lot. I was like, I would catch myself like thinking. You start thinking about the long ago, and you're like, you don't realize it, but you're feeling shame, you're feeling regret, you're feeling remorse of some. You know what I'm saying? So so a lot of times what I was started to catch was like, okay, I kind of tamed the self anger, so to speak, but like I started realizing like, oh, well, I'm feeling regret. Oh, well, I'm feeling shame, and then just kind of like no regret, no shame. So that kind of became the no anger game. Became more specific, and the more specific it became, the more like the better I felt like every single day, all day.
Being a little more aware of your emotions, and then actually what you're feeling and going through, actually is going to help you kind of push forward from there.
Correct.
Because like now you're able to recognize those things, those feelings, and they're brought to the surface, and now you can kind of grow upon that. Yeah, that's awesome.
No, and I think too, like you can't accept anything until you recognize it's there first.
Yeah,
so
that's.
Like I said,
I'm putting that right there. That's huge.
Thank you, Bruce Lee. So
awesome.
Do you like water? Yeah.
So that's it for you, folks. Thank you so much for staying tuned and staying with us. But until next time,
stay burn proof.